Welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Couple of movie suggestions here for you. First off, Hobo with a Shotgun. Hobo with a Shotgun came about a very interesting way. Essentially, Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez had made both Planet Terror and Death Proof, and in between the movies, which were going to be shown back to back, there was a number of trailers, and they held a competition which allowed people to make their own Grindhouse trailer, and it would be featured in between the two movies. And essentially, Hobo with a Shotgun won. The original actor who was in it, David Brunt, kind of got stage fright and decided not to feature in the movie. So Jason Eisner, he had gotten money from the two boys to make a full-length movie of Hobo with a Shotgun, and was able to hire Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer is fantastic in this. This would be schlock cheese if it wouldn't be for Rutger Hauer. Essentially, he is a vigilante hobo who arrives in a real shitty town and has to lay down the law. And they really kind of push forth the fact that he's a destitute, he's a hobo. There's a fantastic scene where he's been manhandled by these two armor-clad monsters, and he's like, "Oh, leave me alone, demons! You're crushing my smokes." Whatever about being killed, all he cares about is these fags not being destroyed. But it's an awesome movie. It's gory as hell. It's fun as hell, and yeah, Rutger Hauer kicks ass in this. So Hobo with a Shotgun, definite recommendation. Next up, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Essentially, this was a reboot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise after the second movie kind of was met with lackluster kind of praise because it went in a more comedy route. This one re-establishes the family, and they live out in the middle of the done nowhere as per usual. A young couple comes by them, and they end up having to face off with Leatherface and his demented clan. This movie is awesome. It has Viggo Mortensen as this kind of real slimy, slicky kind of hillbilly who there's a bit of a twist with, I won't tell you. Ken Foree, who is an absolute cult horror icon. He's in Dawn of the Dead. He plays this survivalist who comes to the aid of the teenagers, and his character was killed off, but in early screenings, he was so well liked, they brought him back. The thing I love about this movie is actually the trailer, the teaser trailer for it, because I think they were taking a piss out of John Boorman's Excalibur. The trailer for this has kind of Lady of the Lake hand coming up out of the water, and instead of Excalibur, it has a stainless steel chainsaw, and she throws it to Leatherface. So yeah, if you can get your hands on it, Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, awesome movie, awesome fun. Viggo Mortensen, Ken Foree, great movie. Next up, Wreck 2, the sequel to Wreck. This, while not as good as the first one, is pretty awesome. It takes a different perspective. It takes a special forces unit. It also takes the perspective of a bunch of teenagers, and it doesn't lay up on the tension and the action. My only criticism with it is there is a bit more of a leaning towards the kind of the Madio's child, the religious supernatural element. But that said, it's still a hell of a lot better than the American remakes, and yeah, this movie will put your shits up you. Wreck 2, give it a look. Next up, we have The Ghost in the Darkness. This is an awesome movie. It was directed by Stephen Hopkins. You might know him. He directed Predator 2. And essentially, it's based loosely, very loosely, on the story of two lions which disrupted the building of a railway because they started killing railway workers. And for some reason, these lions didn't hunt out of necessity. They killed for sport. So Val Kilmer plays this Irish kind of engineer, and he has to try and stop these two kind of man-eating lions. And when none of his plans work, he asks Michael Douglas, who's this great white hunter, to help him destroy the lions. It's nothing spectacular. There is kind of a very Jaws-y feel about it though, which is pretty cool. And Stan Winston does some fantastic animatronics in the movie. The lions look like real lions, and there is some tense moments. There's some cool action set pieces. Not going to set the world on fire, but I remember watching this as a kid and loving it. I watched it again there recently, and it's an awesome movie. So if you get a chance, The Ghost in the Darkness. Check it out. Last up, Mallrats. I love Mallrats. I love Clerks, but for some reason I can always go back and watch Mallrats. Clerks, I think, is I appreciate it because I work in retail, and sometimes the movie has a message, and sometimes it kind of bums me out. But I still can go back and watch Clerks. But if I want something from Kevin Smith that's dumb fun, Mallrats. It's essentially two guys. They have just both been dumped by their girlfriends, respectively, and they decide to just bomb around the mall for a day. And it's set in the View Askew universe. And Jay and Silent Bob are in it. They're friends with Jay and Silent Bob. Jason Lee is awesome in this. He is so fucking funny. I love the guy. If you're a fan of My Name is Earl, check this out because Jason Lee is awesome in this. You have Ben Affleck as this fucking horrible kind of yuppie shop owner who just causes shit for the lads. Michael Rooker is in it as another kind of sleazy character, and it's filled with like Kevin Smith's signature kind of zany characters, and it's fun. It's dead fun. There's no moral. There's no kind of big sprawling kind of thing at the end. It's dumb fun, and there's really cool likable characters. And last up, there's an awesome cameo by someone in it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but if you get a chance, check it out. Mallrats, one of Kevin Smith's more underappreciated movies. So that has been the Trash Picture Show. My name is Martin. I'm also currently on Facebook if you want to check out my page there. And like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.